Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back. I hope you've had a beautiful week. It's a Sunday.
Happy Sunday, guys.
Yeah, how's your week been?
Good actually. Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
Busy, but yeah, good.
We're here, and we're here to bring the lovely vibes to the beautiful people watching along or listening along at home.
Hopefully, we're gonna get rid of any Sunday scaries you've got.
Yeah, we're here to
hopefully just set you up.
Yeah, bring the vibes. Yeah, set you up for the week. I like that. That is exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah. For those of you who do not know, my name is Hassan. This is my beautiful wife, Summer. And we are here on the Summer Lovin podcast. And should we get straight into it today?
Yeah, let's get straight into it. Wait. Shall I how's your week been? Actually.
My week's been good. My week's been fine.
Training,
everything is going well, and we're working. This week's been a deload week, so quite easy, quite chill.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Yeah, I've been enjoying. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, cool.
Right.
Okay, guys, we know that you love this segment, and
this was actually a favorite segment from obviously when we were
last recording
previously. So we wanted to bring it back and not bring it back, but we wanted to keep doing this segment.
Keep going with it, yeah. As for anyone that doesn't know, the Reddit thread, am I the a-hole?
Or am I the problem?
Basically. And we've got a couple.
So there's dilemmas, and what we do is we'll just go through it, and then we just give you our opinion.
Just give you our thoughts.
And we always ask for your thoughts as well in terms of
we love hearing what the people are saying, what they're thinking, because we've definitely had ones before where people have given a different opinion, which I wouldn't have even thought of, I think. So let us know what you think. I have seen and previewed a few of them, so it's your raw reaction actually, because you haven't seen. Okay, let's get into it. So the first one is, am I the a-hole for booking to go to a gig on my own without my friend?
Ooh.
Okay.
So wait. So off the bat, what are we saying then? That does sound quite
without my
bad.
friend sounds like you've left them behind.
Yeah.
So I think when I first, when I read the headline, I was a bit like, girl.
No, but then I don't know. Sometimes I think I've all been in a similar situation to this, except I wasn't the one who booked it.
You were the one being left behind?
Nah. It was two of us that went, and I guess everyone else got left behind.
Oh no! You left other people behind.
Well, we can talk about. Well, okay, right. Just briefly, basically, what essentially happened was it was my birthday, and on my actual birthday, there was a concert,
right?
and it was M Huncho,
okay,
and I was back then. I mean, I still am a big M Huncho fan. I love his music, and one of my mates bought me a ticket to go watch M Huncho, and we both went, and I think there was one other guy. But I know him, he's a friend of mine as well, but he's closer to the person who bought me the ticket.
I thought you were going to say closer to M. Huncho. I was just
No, he was closer to the person who bought me the ticket. But I don't know if that person, the third party person, was the guy who bought all three tickets. And so there was just two tickets, and then my mate paid for mine and said, come, it's your birthday. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But we went, and then obviously in the group, I don't think everyone was mad, but I definitely think there was
okay, guys.
I think there was a few question marks as to hold on. So you two have just gone on a concert without us.
The thing is, it's hard because if you're part of a bigger friend group and then you guys always do things together, and then suddenly two people are just going off, then it does seem a bit like what's going on there. But the thing is, the context.
But I think once the context was provided to everyone, I think everyone was cool, because everyone was like, okay, fine, it was his birthday, and also there was probably one ticket. I'm pretty sure
they forgave you because it was your birthday.
Probably. Well, it wasn't me. I had no control. I was given the ticket.
It's your birthday.
I was just given a ticket.
Your birthday, your motive.
No. Because I was just like, listen, I just got a ticket. It's my birthday. I don't even know. I wasn't involved in the planning. It was not my fault. You got to chat to my mate. Do you know?
That is so funny.
But no, the thing is, I actually can't remember the specifics in terms of whether he just bought us 2 tickets and we went.
The thing is, sometimes, do you know what it is? I find with concerts, sometimes there are just like, there's not more than 3 tickets. Like I don't think the last time I've probably tried to get tickets for more than 2 people is a really long time ago, because
you know what
I'm either buying tickets for me and you, or I'm buying tickets for me and my sister.
No, do you know
and
what
generally,
was...
I just find it impressive that people manage to get more than 3 at a time, because I feel like
no. So on usually you can buy 6.
Yeah.
So if you're in, you can buy 6 tickets. That's usually the max.
Yeah.
I think sometimes they might limit it to 4. But I think, it's never a case where you can only buy 1 or you can only buy 2. But what I was going to say, the last time where there was a genuine stress about tickets was Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
But that was because, that was really, really hard to get tickets. But also, so in our group chat, there was 3 of us all trying to get tickets for ourselves and partners. So it was like a very difficult, and then that one was actually quite peak as well, because basically you could only, that one, it was capped at 4 tickets for Taylor Swift.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So basically, so then what happened is, one of my mates was like, oh, I've got a link in for like for I don't know, I think it was dates or whatever, and I had like 1, and then my other mate had another, I think he had access as well, and his missus had access. But for me, it was only me trying to do the links, because I knew you didn't have any, but also you didn't know I was buying them. And then my mate, he had like 2 days links, but again, his missus didn't have them because it was a surprise for her as well. So, but then what happened is when my mate said, oh yeah, I've got these 2 days, I was like, oh yeah, dibs on your extra ones. And obviously I was there first, but my other mate was like, so what about me then? But luckily, my mate got his tickets through his links.
Yeah, so everything, to be honest, everything kind of worked out. So
I didn't get any. And then my other mate, he managed to get them, and then obviously I dibs them, so I got them like that. But yeah.
Shout out to
defo. But yeah, tickets can be techie, I guess. Hard. So I don't know, maybe with this story it's the context.
Let's see, let's find out. Okay, so I have a friend who I sometimes go to live music gigs with. We recently went to London to see a few, and while we were there, he mentioned another gig that's on next weekend that he was quite keen to go to. I said no, as I was trying to save money and didn't want to do another trip to London so soon, and it wasn't a gig that I was that fussed about seeing. However, circumstances, work, means I'll now be in London next week, and I have some days free to fill, so I booked a ticket to the mentioned gig. I didn't ask my friend about booking, as my job is very demanding, and if I'm going to be there for work, I don't really feel like socialising on my days off as well, and I'm kind of just looking forward to going to the gig on my own and enjoying some proper me time. I do enjoy doing stuff with my friend, but I'm very introverted with a small social battery, and sometimes I just want to do things on my own. I told my friend I'd booked the ticket, as he'd likely find out from my socials at some point anyway, and I wanted to explain that I was going to be in London due to work, which is why I initially said no to him, but then ended up booking to go on my own. He took it really badly and said it was wrong of me to book to go without him, when I knew that he wanted to see it as well. I am very torn on this. I completely see his point of view and get why he might be feeling hurt or disappointed, but I equally feel like I'm allowed to do things on my own if I want, and it's not like I went with a different friend. I specifically just want to go to this one on my own.
Yeah, you see with this one, yeah, you've got to take it to your grave. You didn't go. Just keep it quiet.
Yeah, do you know, I think like, it's just funny that he's kind of just said, well, he or she is like, they were going to find out anyway because I was going to post it on my socials. I feel like...
You don't need to post it on your socials.
But the thing is, I just think like if you wanted to spend your me time, probably would have been your time that you were... If you have a free few days, you could have just gone to that gig with that friend. You could have just said, look, I'm being put up in a hotel for work. I would have just said, look, I'm in a hotel for work. I'm going to be here for work. So I can't socialize and do other things.
No, do you know what it is? You know, sometimes, and this is what I reckon it is, right? You know, when you have, sometimes the way you move by yourself is very different to how you would move with a friend or with a group.
Yeah, of course.
Because what it is like, if you're going to, like, say you have your routine, and sometimes that's just, it's more like of a mental thing, right? So like, if you're by yourself, you know, okay, you know what, my hotel's here, I'm just gonna literally catch this train, dip in, enjoy the concert, dip back out and go home, right? But you know, if you're friends, you're meeting up beforehand, you're a bit more self-conscious about your outfit, because you want your outfit to look good, because you're going out with the boys or the girls or whatever. And then it's like, then you've got to spend time before and get all excited and whatever, and then you go to the concert, and then afterwards we're grabbing a bit of food.
That's the best
and
bit,
it's like,
getting ready and
no,
getting excited.
no, I'm not saying that, but like, if you're just not in the mood for that,
then yeah, fair.
Then it makes sense. But I just personally think, right, it's bad because that person suggested to you,
and they really want to go.
Yeah,
like
they've
suggested a motive. You said I'm not bothered because I'm not really. They've even put not really that fussed. That in caps, as in like not really that bothered.
Yeah, but
so I feel like then when the friends found out, they're probably like, okay, well, I told you about this in the first place. So without me, you probably wouldn't have known.
I think it is
and you wouldn't have been bothered. But also, you wouldn't have had that to fill your time with. You probably would have gone and done something else.
It is definitely, it's crazy that. Because
I'm not surprised that the friend just didn't book another. I mean, is it a seated? Is it a seated venue like in London? There's so many standing venues, so your friend could just buy a ticket.
Do you know how jarring, it would be if I suggested to one of the boys or anyone? I'm gonna put this into race context, right? Running context.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm a runner now, so that's what it's like. It would be as if I said to like one of my running mates, like let's say Ozzy, it'd be if I said to Ozzy, there's a race on next Saturday at Battersea Park, 10k, come, let's do it, and then I'm like, I'm only really gonna do it if you do it, like, because like, do you know what I mean? It'd be fun to do a race together. And then he turns around and he like, says, no. He says, nah, man, I'm just tired, man. I want to use the weekend to relax, yada yada yada. And then if he pulled up to Nove on Monday with a medal, I would be fuming. I wouldn't chat to him. I wouldn't clap him either.
Oh my God.
I'd be like, bro, like that's what it would be like, right? Can you imagine you've suggested a motive to someone and they've said no, and they've made it sound like it's such a dead motive, and then they've gone
without you. Yeah.
And then,
I can see it.
And then to rub salt in the wound, they're telling you about it. Why don't tell me? Just go.
No, but I feel like they've tried to like. Do you know? Honestly, the only time when this works is like, you know, when you like tell your siblings you've done something without them. That's the only way that this can kind of go right, because your siblings just like, oh, whatever. Whereas I feel like your friend would take it personally.
If Adam goes supernova without me, I get upset. What are you talking about? That's not even. It's not even that.
But I just think it's just it depends who you're telling, and I feel like you've got to know your audience. Some friends, if you told them, they really wouldn't be bothered. They'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's a bit rubbish. But they'd probably just think about it and be like, yeah, it's a bit rubbish.
No,
but like,
do you know what it
never
is?
mind.
It's not. But if you're looking at a generalization, you're better off just keeping it quiet.
Just don't post it on your socials.
Just keep it to yourself.
Don't post it on your socials. And in fact,
you've had a good time, and you've, you know, been socially, like, you know, charging your battery or whatever that is, right? Just let the other boy live in peace. Let him be none the wiser. He was going about his day, enjoying, and then all of a sudden he's got a text that his friend has snaked him. Nah.
It's not even that. Do you know what it is?
Take it to your grave.
But then you wouldn't tell your friend, and then you'd see your friend next time, and they'd be like, oh God, really wish I went to that concert. And you know, in your head, you'd be thinking, well, I was there. And it was great.
No.
And I loved it.
Nah, do you know what? I would just like, is this gaslighting where you just like, no, you should have gone. Why didn't you go by yourself?
Oh my God, yeah. Gaslighting, peak gaslighting. Yeah, exactly. If you went.
Yeah, you should have just said you should have gone, bro, by yourself, man. Like,
but yeah, I don't know. I don't think, I wouldn't be angry, but I think I'd be a bit like, oh.
No, I think I would be pissed.
Like, I wouldn't be angry.
Like, nah,
I think I'd be upset, because I'd be like, do you hate me? Do you hate me? Am I like really annoying at concerts? Do I yell? Do I like shout?
I don't think I would.
Is it because I know all the lyrics to the songs?
I don't think I'd be like, do you hate me? I think it'd be more of a thing of like, raw. Like, I just feel like that. Yeah, I think I'd actually be really annoyed.
Wow.
Because you know what it is? It's not about them going without you. I don't think it's
because you've suggested it.
It's because you've suggested
they
this
said
motive.
No to you, and then they've gone without
you.
No,
actually, I tell you, this is like slightly worse, right? But it's like, can you imagine you told one of your girls like, there's this sick new sushi restaurant, and it's like so nice, and then imagine you found out that they've gone with another friend. That is slightly worse because they've gone with someone else.
What this person said is like, it's not like I'm going with another friend. I think going with another friend would hurt like a lot more, but I think it's definitely this thing where like, also if you're not the type of person that goes to a concert on your own, I think this would definitely raise an eyebrow, because you'd be like,
why have you gone by yourself?
You're really so desperate to go without me that you've just gone on your own.
Anyway,
but, you know,
what do you guys think? I personally, I would say you should have taken that to your grave. You don't need to post on socials.
Don't tell them.
Keep it to yourself and keep it stepping. You're saying it doesn't matter.
I'm the same. No, I'm the same. I think you should have just done it. You should have just done it. Don't post it on your socials. Don't talk to anyone about it. Just go. Have a nice time.
Wait. Here's the question though. Do you think he's a bad person for doing it?
I don't think so, but it's probably the delivery, isn't it? You should have said it in a better way.
No, I'm saying, do you think he's a bad person for going
by himself? No.
No, I don't think he's a bad person for that.
No, not a bad person.
I think it's just more of a case of
just should have played it better.
Should have just kept it to himself, basically. Yeah. But yeah, let us know, guys. Like, what do you think? Okay,
so sticking with the theme of concerts, this one actually made me laugh. I had to, I couldn't resist putting this one in. Okay, am I the a-hole? Woman screeching all night during Post Malone concert, and I told her to knock it off. Oh my god! Do you know? First of all, just the told her to knock it off. Like, you already know that this is America. Knock it off. But like, honestly,
do you know what's mental?
You wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't know what to do.
I have been to a number of concerts, and I don't think I've ever come across that where someone's singing has been that horrific.
No, it's usually your own sing. Do you know what it usually is when you're taking a video and it's your own singing, and then you're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm literally tone deaf, yelling these lyrics, ruining the video. You can never watch that back, and you can't post it anywhere.
No. When you're recording a video, rule number one is
you've just got to stop.
But yeah, I don't know. Is it bad? Would you?
I don't know.
Right. Let's see the context, because I need to know more.
Attended Post Malone's big ass tour concert at T-Mobile Arena in Seattle last night.
Oh my god, it's Post Malone as well, so that's got vocals.
Woman behind us thought she needed to stand and sing along to every song. Problem was, she is tone deaf and can't sing a lick. She was basically screaming/yelling during every song. She did seem to know the words to all the songs, so I could give her credit for that. Fair.
Fine.
I'm sure she's a top-notch shower singer, but tonight was definitely not her night. It was extremely painful, and she was ruining the experience for all within shouting distance. I finally turned around and explained to her that while I appreciated her enthusiastic effort to sing along, I actually paid to listen to Jelly Roll and Posty sing, not her. Maybe she could just sing along in her head. Well, as you can imagine, she didn't appreciate my constructive criticism and proceeded to lose her damn mind. I was informed that she spent over $500 on her tickets, was a single mother of 3, and deserved to do whatever she wanted because tonight was her night. So I dropped the hammer and told her that she was 100% tone deaf, her voice was awful, and she needed to accept the fact that she just can't sing. While yelling the words in a monotone voice might be exhilarating and empowering, it was pure torture for the rest of us. I suggested that I really didn't want to ruin her fun, yet she needs to be considerate of others. Maybe a muzzle next time. Ooh. You could still...
Do you know what it is?
Hang on, wait.
Just pause. What I'm saying is, do you know what it's giving? It's giving one of those ones where she's politely said something and the woman's reaction has kind of like wound her up even more, so now she's just
I think
rude.
This is a man.
But
this is a man. A muzzle.
It could be both, but anyway,
She could still enjoy the thrilling rush of belting out every song word for word and save her neighbours the unrelenting agony. I know concerts are supposed to be a time to let your hair down and get a little rowdy, but this was just too much. I don't know, was I being a Karen?
Yes.
Even though I'm a dude?
Yes.
Should I have just kept my mouth shut and endured in silence? Give me the truth.
I think so, yeah. Do you know why? Should I tell you what it is? This is something that, again, I've come across, not in this scenario, but something very similar, kind of similar. You know when you go to food courts in like shopping centres?
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever come across, like, I've come across this once. It's like, you know when there's like a baby crying and then someone across the table gets like the table next to you or next to them gets really rattled that the baby's crying?
I haven't seen it in a food court, but I've seen it in other places, yeah.
Right? But then it's just like, it's so stupid because it's like you're in a public space, right? You're in a public space. That baby and family have the right to be there as much as you do. If that person's crying, it's not the baby's fault that they're crying, right? Like
It's not even that. This is like when I was on that bus a few weeks ago, and that couple yelled at a girl and a boy because they were playing a TikTok out of their phone.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I think
but
it's
like,
just,
so it's that kind of vibe, right? Like
don't expect everyone around you to behave the same way that you do, just because like you're all in one space.
Yeah, because even going to that concert, like you've both spent money, to get there, you've both done whatever to get there. Like,
you both want to have a good time.
Okay, fine. Someone's tone deaf. Do you know what? Why don't you sing louder?
Yeah, do you know, that's what I was gonna say. I think I'm not gonna lie as well. This is just, I think.
Do you know what? One second.
But just yelling, I think yelling at someone and saying you're tone deaf and blah, you could just say, oh, instead of even saying you're really tone deaf, could you stop singing? Or it sounds awful, can you stop singing? You could just say, oh, sorry, do you mind just being a little bit quieter? You don't even have to say maybe sing in your head.
Do you know what it is?
Like,
I
just think just let people enjoy themselves.
Do you know what? Do you think the reason, so do you know I've said I've never come across this where I've been in a concert and I've heard someone and thought, oh my God, you can't sing, like what the hell? And it's ruined the experience. I'm like singing along at concerts or rapping along or whatever.
If you're not a singer.
Like, do you think people go to concerts and actually genuinely just sit there to actually watch and listen?
I don't know.
Is there like, because I just don't know.
I haven't been to one. I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't think there's no. I mean, first of all, there's no concert that I've been to where I've been sat down the whole time, because it just doesn't happen. You're standing up, you're singing, you're dancing.
That's what I'm saying.
You're shouting. You're having a good time. I feel like also this is in an arena, right? This is not a small venue where you would be. Where if you hear one sound, all it's going to do is surround you. I think this is just someone who is just completely overreacted, has like a ridiculous expectation of what they should be getting, but also it's like it's very entitled to just kind of think, oh, everyone else just has to act the way that I want them to act.
I think on like just the basic.
But also the fact that he didn't back off after she said, listen, like, I'm a single mother of three, I've spent $500 to get these tickets. Honestly, concert fees and show fees in America will forever blow my mind, but yeah, $500 to get these tickets, and this is my like one night. You know, I feel like at that point you'd just ease off and you'd be like, yeah, do you know what?
Do you know what it is?
Do you know what? Actually, do you know what? Don't worry. Have a good night. Enjoy yourself. Whatever. And you would just let her do her thing,
do you know
instead of just doubling down and saying something worse.
It's not that. It's tone. So the problem is with this scenario, we actually don't know the tone of it. So if, say for example, he's been politely just said something, and then she's come back even with that sob story, but you know, like she could have told it in a very patronizing way.
Yeah.
And like, I'm a single mother of three, and you know, this is my night out. Like, so I'm gonna do what I want, right? Do you see what I mean? Like, she could have come with a bit of vim, and then that might have thrown him off. I still think he's an idiot because, bro, you're in a concert. Just suck it up. Just suck it up and crack on. Like. But
also, I think even if someone's riling you up back, like, does that mean you really need to match their energy? Like, you can just be like, yeah, do you know what? Don't worry about it. Not worth it. Not worth my time. Not gonna get in an argument.
Yeah, but do you know what it is? Some people just buy it, isn't it?
It's just.
That's it. Some people just buy it so easily.
Yeah,
like, they
it's
get
just
a little bit
silly.
wound up, and then
it's
that's
just
it.
Silly.
They nibble on.
Do you know, when I first read this, I thought it was just gonna be like like, you're so loud, just knock it off. Like, I thought it was gonna be that kind of thing, and like a very jokey kind of thing, not a where they're like basically having an argument.
Me personally, I think he's in the wrong on this one, and probably
definitely in the wrong. And do you know?
What do you guys think? Do you think
ruined it for both of them, because all he's going to think about now of that concert is, I had this. I mean, obviously, first of all, I had this woman screeching and I hated it, and then I had a massive argument with her, and all she's going to remember is some guy has shouted, yelled at me about that.
Let me flip this on its head then. Let me flip this on its head. If, say, for example, he didn't say anything, right? Because you're talking about what he remembers of this concert. Let's say he didn't say anything, and then he goes home. And his memory now of that concert is, I didn't hear Post Malone sing. I heard a woman screech the whole night. I should have said something.
Yeah, probably.
Right? So, it's kind of peak because it kind of seems as if that experience was ruined for him from the start.
From the start. The other thing is, I feel like some people are just really sensitive to certain things. Like, there could have been other people around her that were just could hear it, but they were a bit like, oh yeah, it's a bit loud, but like whatever. Whereas I feel like the thing is, if this is just sticking, I've just never. If you have though, you've not remembered it. I think that's what it is.
No, but
like,
I just
not
don't
enough.
know. I've never. I feel like I've never had that experience, and I've never even. I'm trying to think. Like I've never. I don't know. Like I've had seats. I've had standing. You know, Taylor Swift. When we went, everyone was singing. When we went to the weekend, everyone was singing. We never sat there and thought. Like usually,
it happens actually when you're standing in the standing area. So because you're super close to people.
Speaking of weekend, have you seen the video of him laughing?
Oh my god, yeah. But he's laughing at the girl who was singing. But there was another girl. Did you see 2 girls along from her? And she's wearing the grey wig and the bit. Oh my god, iconic.
Honestly, it was so
funny,
iconic.
But yeah, he was just having a proper laugh. What a queen. She knew all the lyrics.
She knew the lyrics. She couldn't sing them, but yeah. I don't know. Personally, I think he is. He's in the wrong.
He's in the wrong. Listen,
he's in the wrong because look.
Sometimes you just got to take the L and just look. Also, who said Post Malone's never going to do another concert ever again?
No, I don't think that's the way to look at it because obviously, you don't. Again, if it's expensive, you don't know if that's the chance you can go to, like last chance you can go or the first time or whatever. But I think. It's more of a case of you just got to firm it. There's not. I understand that there's an element of. I understand that if it was bugging him so much that if he went home he'd have sat there and said I should have said something, but I think he should have maybe found a better way to.
Maybe a better way to say it. I think he said it in kind of like a. Okay way. She's just reacted badly, but I think you should have just backed off from then. Yeah. You've said it at that point. You can't go home and think to yourself then, oh, I wish I'd said something because you said something.
Yeah.
She got upset. Okay,
or maybe you should just find another way to enjoy.
Do you know what? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Sing louder than her or swap seats with whoever's next to you, and so you're further away from it. I don't know. So it's not completely in your ear line. I don't know. Whatever it is.
Or actually have fun and just sing badly as well.
Yeah, you're all there. I refuse to believe that one woman even if she was screeching and singing loudly was not going to drown out Post Malone's voice being projected through an arena. That's the part. I think that itself I find quite difficult to believe.
Because I can't even hear my own thoughts in concert. So how are you hearing the person next to you or whatever, or behind you? I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one, but
yeah. Am I the a-hole for telling partner I have had enough of his birthday celebrations?
Yes. Let the boy have his birthday celebrations.
Let the king celebrate his birthday.
King treatment. Yeah, let him enjoy.
Okay.
Do you know what? The thing is...
What's enough? I think that's what I want to know is what is enough?
What is enough? But also what I think is as well is that you get birthday people, you get non-birthday people. If you're with a birthday person, you've just got to affirm what they're doing.
Yeah.
You've just got to affirm what they're doing, their birthday stuff. If they're not a birthday person, then you've
got it easy, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I just think I'm a big birthday person. Mine.
Well,
and actually more than mine. I think I love celebrating other people's birthdays as well. So I think
we are both. We both like to make a bit. We do like to make a big deal of both our birthdays.
Honestly, but yeah, let's find out. So you think yes?
What, that they are?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think yes until we've read. Yeah.
All right. Let's see what the context is. Go on.
Okay. My partner's birthday fell on a Tuesday this year, so he decided to kick off the celebrations a week early. We had happy hour with friends on Friday, brunch on Saturday, and a pool party on Sunday. Then, on his actual birthday, he wants to go out to dinner at his favourite restaurant, of course, with friends. I'm exhausted of entertaining, coordinating, cooking. His main birthday gift is a pretty awesome trip, but since we're leaving 2 days before his birthday, I don't think it quite felt like a birthday present to him. He wasn't thrilled with the food at the pool party and said he would have done something else instead. I was very upset because friends helped decorate, someone baked a cake, etc. I may have said some things in the moment about how much effort everyone was putting in and how entitled he was coming across. Am I the a-hole for calling him out as selfish and self-centered?
Okay, wait, so hold on. So what was that about the birthday trip? Is there a birthday trip after?
A birthday trip was planned, but he's setting off like 2 days
after his birthday.
Yeah, 2 days after. So it doesn't
feel
like it doesn't feel like a birthday present to him. But what it is, so basically, so we've got happy hour with friends on Friday, 1, brunch on Saturday, 2, pool party Sunday, 3, and then on his birthday, dinner at a restaurant.
So what I'm looking at is happy hours out of the house.
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Right? Yeah, well it is because that's like at a bar or whatever.
Brunch on Saturday.
A brunch, could be at home, could also be out as well.
And then it's pool party on Sunday. So
and then the pool
party's basically been the main thing.
I think basically.
But she said entertaining, coordinating, cooking, which makes it sound like it's been more than. Let's just assume that two events have been hosted, and then 2 events have been had out, right?
So so I'm not being funny. On your birthday itself, you're gonna go out for dinner.
Yeah, right? I think that's kind of like a given.
So that's like a given. So you're not.
Also it's at a restaurant, but also like your friends are going, and yeah, of course you kind of need to help and host, but you can just be there and enjoy yourself and just let your partner host
the dinner.
The dinner, yeah, because she said tired of hosting, entertaining, coordinating, cooking.
Yeah, look, the only one it sounds like where there's any sort of hosting or anything like that
is the pool party.
It's the pool party, which is like, okay, fine, you've done that. Like that's your. I don't know. I find that a bit weird, to be fair. To be honest,
I think this has come out of because it said he wasn't thrilled with the food at the pool party. Said he would have done something else instead. So I have a feeling he's probably made a comment and she's probably bitten and thought, look, because she said friends helped decorate, someone else helped bake the cake, and then she's made the food, and he's basically said, I didn't want the food, I would have done something different.
No. I think what it is let's say, for example, let's say it depends again if this is said in private or if it's said in front of friends or whatever.
I think it sounds like it was done in private. I don't think this has been said in front of friends. So let's say,
for example, he's done a particular type of motive where it's like everyone cooks and everyone like chips in or whatever, and then let's say he was like the motives happened, he's had fun, he's enjoyed it, but he's like it's not quite what I wanted, right? Because he's just thinking like he I don't know, maybe he's meticulous planning when it comes to motives or whatever. Wasn't quite what I wanted. Maybe next time what I think we should do is, and it might not even be about taste of the food or whatever, he might just be thinking, you know what,
I wish I just got pizzas in, or
we should just get pizzas in. Get someone else to cook. We don't have to worry about that. And and maybe he, like, I don't know. Is it bad if someone makes you a cake and then you just don't like the taste of it? Is that bad?
I don't think it's bad, but I feel like, do you know what it is?
Because I feel like if you went to the baker, like if someone.
No, because if you don't like something, you don't like something. But
if you went to the actual baker and said, "Oh my god, I don't like this cake," you'd make them feel horrible. But you could probably tell your partner, you know what, the cake didn't hit, so I think maybe next time we should buy a cake.
But I don't think this is a problem. I think it's more like she's done the food. No, but she's done it. She's done the food, and then it's rattled her. But I think it's kind of this thought process that, like, I don't know whether he's come across as ungrateful. And then that on top of that has made it seem like, really self-centered, really selfish, really.
I think already.
But it kind of sounds like maybe she's not a birthday person.
No, I think already she's tired. Because you got to remember, this is probably this. Like, this is the
3rd day. This is after cleaning up, after everyone's left after the pool party, and he's probably been chilling.
I think this is probably this conversation is probably after his birthdays, after dinner, maybe. But basically, what it is, she's already. The way it sounds is she was already tired from the fact that there was 4 motives, right?
It's like I'm partying every single weekend.
But the thing is, all she's done is just said, yeah, they've just had a weekend of events.
Yeah,
like, it's not that bad. But the problem is as well is that if you've got multiple friend groups, and you want to only do things with each individual friend group, then you are going to have multiple motives.
Then you are going to, because also some people don't want to do everything. Also, like, fine, he probably just wants to do everything, which, if that's the type of person that you are, but I feel like also...
break up.
Yeah, I mean...
You're not right for each other, just break up.
You're going to have years of this, girl.
No, I don't know. I just think...
But the thing is, I just think she's just, like, overreacted. I think it sounds like she's overreacted, but I don't think she's an a-hole for telling him that, like, she's had enough, because I think you're within your rights to say, look, it was too much for me, because you could, again, it's different about how you deliver it, but you could just say, look, it was too much for me. I might next time, like, I won't do the happy hour, for example, and maybe I'll just do the brunch and the pool party.
No, do you know what it is? It's not that, because I don't think it's, you can't say someone cut motives, or like just don't do as much. If the person wants to do that much,
but as you would say yourself, like, oh, maybe I just won't come to that one. Like, you go out with the boys, you go and enjoy with the boys, and don't worry, like, I'll just miss this one. Like, if you think it's gonna shatter you, no, but if you unless it's a specific boy's motive, it's a choice between you. But it's a choice between you being like tired and ratty, or missing one event.
Get a grip, wake up, and go and
put your party hat on and go and party.
Yeah, or or break up and go and find someone who's willing to sit at home and do nothing on their birthday.
That's so extreme, guys.
No, but it's extreme. But what I'm saying, you're saying don't show up to a motive, like, that's just dead. Like,
no, I know, but I think
you're
it's
in a
just.
Relationship,
but I
think
so I think if you're really thinking like, oh my god, this is too much, but I don't know. I think like, for some people, if you're a massive introvert, 4 events in a row, it's going to be too much. I think just hearing, I think it depends also, like, if you've made the pool party the big day, and like, I'm just trying to think how I would feel, like, if I'd put in like a lot of effort for you and all of your friends had come, and like, I'd made all the food and I'd been up early, and then someone else had baked a cake, and we've all done like quite a lot for you, and then all your friends left, I've tidied up, I've cleaned up, I've hosted and like everything, and I've thought, oh yeah, like, seems like you had a really good time, and then you're like, oh, actually no, like, the food was like, the food. No, but
he's not said he's had a bad time.
No, but he said he didn't like the food. So if you'd put like loads of effort into the food, if I'd put like 4 hours into the food, and then you turn around and you're like, oh yeah, that was a bit dead.
The thing is, we don't know how he's said it, right? And so he could, again, his tone, right? So he could have just said, you know what, like, he could have been sat there and he could have been watching her cook and clean and do all of this stuff, and he's seeing his, beautiful girl, like, all tired, and thinking, you know what, next time we're going to sod all this off, we'll order food in, right? He could have said something like that.
Yeah, but maybe she thinks she's like a 10 out of 10 chef.
Yeah, but then there's that, or maybe on the flip side, he could then just be really, like, rude and say, oh god, the food honked.
It was not good, like, next time
I think it depends on the tone of how he's come across, but I think in terms of, so maybe you could say she's right for saying, if he was
because
rude,
she'd had enough by then.
No, if she's maybe right for saying, whoa, don't be rude about people decorating people have done for you, what they've made for you, that's fine, you can pull him up on that. You've got no right to pull him up on how many motives the guy wants to have. It can go, by the way, it goes both ways. If it was a girl who had 6 motives. I haven't had 6. Let them have 6.
But I've had like a dinner and a brunch, and then gone out for dinner with my sister on my birthday. I've done like a few things.
For my birthday this year, we had a number of
But events. I think it's just, I don't know. I can't say, like, I don't think really either way I'm like super strong on like either side. I don't think either of them are a bad person. I think it's definitely about delivery. Maybe you're just not a birthday person. Like, you yourself, maybe this is you realizing like this is not for you. The hosting life isn't for you. If you're not a host, it does feel like a chore.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
Like, we quite like hosting, so it doesn't feel like that. But I think if you're not a host, it would feel like a chore.
We're both birthday people, so we like to do loads of things. But I think with me and you, right? Or with us in general, we do things with my family, your family. Then it's like do things with friends, and that's about it. I'm someone who normally, when it comes to friends, I do things with all the partners, so all the girls, all the boys, everyone's invited. You just do one sort of thing. The only thing I did different this time is I did a birthday run, and obviously with that I only invited sort of my running friends, and I've done that with that sort of group. But usually, like, if I do like a gathering or dinner or whatever, like, I'll invite everyone, where you more like to just do a girls night or something like that, but then you'll still do like my family, your family, everything, right, in that sense. So yeah, so I do think we're both birthday people, and I think if you were doing girls night here, I'd be happy to facilitate and help with whatever you need, and then skedaddle. And again, if all my friends are here, but I guess even when we're doing stuff, apart from obviously this year when you done the coffee morning and you done most of the work for that, well, not most of the work, you done all the work for that.
But then that's what I'm thinking. If everyone had left after the coffee morning, you'd have been like, oh, you know, like, the food was dead, like, next time we should do something else.
So what would you, okay, so 1 second, right? So first, so I was saying you done all the work on that, right? But usually if we were doing something, like, we would do it together. Right? So we'd share the work. But now if say for example we did this coffee morning, firstly I just want to say coffee was sensational. I don't know what Summer was making, but it was so good, and all the croissants, pastries, the brownies, cookies tasted amazing, right? So we didn't have this issue. But if it was dead, the food, what would you want me to do? Lie through my teeth? Because the thing is, I actually think, I'm not even joking, I think I would just lie through my teeth.
You don't have to lie, but just don't, like, go over the top.
No, because
if I ask you,
because my thing is, should I tell you what it is? Because my thing is, right?
You could just say thank you. I had a great time. You don't have to say thank you. The food was incredible.
No. The thing is, what it would be. This is the thing. Let's say the food for that motive was not a key component, right? It was sick.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The food didn't really make or break that motive. So I could quite easily just why do I need to spoil your mood? Why do I need to put you down? You've done a fantastic job. The thing was like, fine, okay, maybe some of the croissants were stale, like, it doesn't matter, like, it's cool. Just keep it stepping. You don't need to say anything.
Yeah.
So do you see what I mean? So, like, you don't need to hurt someone's feelings for no reason. Like, you've had a good time.
No,
so maybe that guy is a waste man then.
Yeah, I don't know. He just shouldn't have said anything. I think just also, like, there's just ways of doing things. Your birthday's just finished. You have a whole year to plan your next year. And next year you could just suggest, don't do it at home. Order something in. Or actually we want to do this theme. Replace the problem of the food. Like, if you have an issue with something, that's what I would do. Like, I feel like if you'd organised something for me, or if my family had organised something for me, and I just thought, this is the problem. Guys,
we're dumb, right? We're very smart, but we're also very dumb. And I think guy
just lacking in delivery.
It's not even that. It's not delivery. It's nothing to do with delivery. He thinks he thinks he's in a safe space, right? He thinks he's in a safe space.
He's not in a safe space, guys.
She
is tired of cooking, coordinating, and hosting. He's thinking, not in a safe space.
He's genuinely thinking. Yeah, I can just imagine, right? He's thinking he's in a safe space. He's at home. He's with his babes. He's just like, you know what? Maybe next time we should just not do this, and we should just do this. And she's thinking, this waste man. She's thinking, this guy
breathing fire.
She's just thinking, I've just done this, and this, and you have the audacity to complain. That is what it is. It's
because you would just think, you'd be like, yeah, ungrateful.
I can see it. Oh, guys, this is a tough one.
But this is just another one of those. This is exactly like that first one. Just keep it to yourself and just do something different next time.
I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys think.
And avoid the food next time.
Is he a waste man? Or I don't think she's a waste woman, but is
he in the wrong, or is she in the wrong? Basically, who's the problem?
Who is the problem? Or is it a case where there is no problem, and maybe they just need to work on their communication? I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Wow. Or do you think he should have just shut up? This is the thing. Sometimes you talk too much. If you talk too much, you get in trouble. Just stay quiet.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Trust me.
No other way out.
This is
no, but that's why I said
today,
be quiet.
In 3 of the problems today,
be quiet and plan an alternative way of doing things.
In all 3 of these dilemmas or whatever today, if all of them just shut up, there would be no issues.
Literally.
Yeah, the concert guy, he could have just stayed quiet. You didn't have to run his big mouth to his friend and say, I went to the concert. He would have been fine. The second one just said, shut up, don't have to tell her that she's rubbish at singing and just watch the thing. And this guy, well, I guess it's not even the girl, but even this guy, just shut up. Why are you cussing the food? Just enjoy.
Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself. Plan better next time.
What's the moral of the story today?
Be quiet.
Yeah.
Silence is golden, guys.
Shut your damn mouth. Okay? Don't say nothing.
Okay.
That's actually it's quite funny that they're
all the same theme. I didn't even plan them.
Moral of the story.
No.
Moral of the story is keep stum.
Yeah, literally.
Okay, so one thing we mentioned last week, but we didn't actually go into it too much, was the fact that we've moved.
Yeah, we moved.
And
we relocated.
What we wanted to do is have a little bit of a chit chat about what it's like to find, I guess, a place maybe to rent and to move, and what it's like doing the whole process, and then just go through a little bits about it and what it was like, how we found it.
Do you know what it is? Like, I think this time when we were looking for a place, so actually when we got married.
This is the first time. This is the first time we've looked together.
When we got married, obviously you had your own place, and also that place was fully furnished. So I think this time
it wasn't.
Almost fully furnished. Almost
so basically,
fully furnished.
No. It was fully furnished, but
apart from wardrobe,
it was a boy place, I would say.
Yeah, it was definitely a boy apartment.
It was a boy flat. Not in a bad way. It wasn't. When we say boy apartment, not in a way where it was like furnished for a boy. It just had a few of the
blue bed
boy
sheets, guys.
Staples, which blue bed sheets is one.
Those blue bed sheets, every girl knows. It's those blue. They're not even. I don't even want Sainsbury's, Asda, IKEA. They all do the same kind of. I don't even think they were like a. Anyway, they were blue, and apparently that's a boy thing, so they had to go. But what it was, the apartment was not ready for a woman who's got loads and loads of clothes and shoes and all of this sort of stuff. So I had to go and buy 2 wardrobes. Yeah. No, it was literally 2 big wardrobes. Yeah. And I remember literally a week before the wedding, I was like, I had my chest infection and I was trying to build these wardrobes by myself. Like, I mean, you didn't even try. You did get them up. No, I got. Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying done. I've done it, whatever. But yeah. So anyway, that one again. We didn't look for that together. That was sort of my place. We obviously someone moved in and then we were there, and then we moved back to my mum and dad's because obviously we wanted to travel and stuff. And also, to be fair, they were up in their rent as well, and we just did not see the value over there. But I think this time round, and then this time now, we wanted to look for somewhere which we thought was going to be home for a while. For a bit, yeah. And we have found somewhere, and alhamdulillah, the process was interesting, guys, because basically, like, we looked last summer, and we were kind of just looking, just to like dip our toes in, just to figure out what was out there. Didn't really have much luck from like looking online. It went with a few estate agents, but at the time, I think definitely it was because it was summertime, and in summertime a lot of people are kind of students are moving back and people are starting new jobs, and I just think summer period was actually so busy. We were just seeing places, they were going that day, and they were going for like... It wasn't, I don't even know... If people were putting up like 6 months rent, and it was just, I think it just felt so hectic. Do you know what it was? I just thought we'd met with like maybe 2 estate agents. Yeah. And honestly, I just felt like we just did not get an experience which was nice, because we were seeing somewhere, and then they were just like... I remember basically seeing a place, and then they basically showed us this place to see if we liked the vibe. Someone had already put an offer in for it, and it had been, I don't know if it had been accepted, but someone had already put an offer in. And they just wanted to show us to see if we liked the vibe, so then they could find more similar to show us. Yeah. Which made sense, and I was like, okay, cool. No, yeah, it did. I like the idea of this, right? Yeah. And then... But then all the ones that they showed us.
And then when she showed us, then she goes, "Oh, you can put an offer in if you want." And I was like, "But I thought an offer's already been made on this." And he goes, "Yeah, but you can put higher." So then in my head, I was like, "Okay, so you're literally just trying to
make money
here." And like it just, and also it just didn't vibe. But anyway, we looked this time. We actually, I'm thinking about it. We had like a bit of a roller coaster this time.
Yeah, I think
because we put in a few offers.
We put in a few offers. We had people that were just ghosting, just estate agents were just not replying. We actually had one, I think, where the guy basically just said, "Look, actually, I'm not going to rent it anymore because I've just decided I'm going to sell."
No, what he said. So okay, so let's.
He was going to sell in a year.
Let's go in order. So we actually, this is actually quite funny. I went to view this one place, and it was like genuinely perfect. They had no phone signal.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Had no phone signal, and I was so like, and obviously I know you can get Wi-Fi and all of this, but in my head I was like, sure, phone signal is pretty important, right? Like even though you have Wi-Fi and internet and stuff like that, and the internet connectivity would have probably been really good.
It's just to make. I know it sounds really silly, but like just to make any calls, like.
Because you can WhatsApp call.
You can WhatsApp call.
There are options, but anyway. It just automatically made that place a no because random. It was just like really weird. Then we saw a place, put an offer in. You didn't actually see this one, but it was actually a really, really nice place. And the landlady was basically, we saw it and it looked good. And she was coming in and she was going to recarpet everything and repaint all the walls, everything. Put an offer in, estate agent completely ghosted, disappeared off the face of the earth.
No idea what even happened to that place.
Maybe
it's still up for rent, honestly, who knows?
I highly doubt it because it's a good place. So that was that one, and we were like, okay, fine. And then I think that's when you kind of entered the search.
Yeah.
Because at that point it was more me kind of going around and having a look, and then we found a place. It was absolutely stunning.
Honestly, guys,
like,
if you'd have seen
newly refurbished, fully furnished,
artwork on the walls,
so
smeg
good.
Kitchen, literally, I think it's like nothing I've seen, I think, anywhere else. And I think like
it was just really nice. And then
really tastefully done.
Basically what happened
so cozy and cute.
They'd agreed on some kind of price, and it was more of like a package where it included bills and stuff like that, which isn't typically done because normally you have your rent and then you have your bills. And then we kind of sat down, and obviously it was like I think a little bit out of budget, but we were just like, it's so good, and because of the package she's offering, we were like, yeah, let's do it.
With the bills and everything, let's just do it.
But basically what happened is we put this offer in with overnight. She not only would not agree to a long-term contract, she wanted basically like a 2-month break clause. And basically what the break clause means is that after 2 months, she can either kick you out or she can hike the rent up to something stupid and then price you out. So obviously we were like, so she changed it to have like, she wanted a 2-month break clause, which obviously we were like, no.
And then wanted to take the bills out and add them on top.
She wanted to make the price even higher. So we were just like, we're not doing this.
I think we kind of already knew at that point.
I think the main thing was that if she can like overnight make all of these mad changes in 2 months.
Yeah, do you know what it is? I just think any sign of a landlord having a wobble is just going to put you at unease, whether they're nervous, whether they're hectic, whether it's that kind of thing where they're hiking up the price. I don't even think it's a price thing. I just think in general, if there's anything coming from your landlord where they're a bit like, or even if they're like, oh, don't do this and don't do this and don't do this and oh, maybe don't do this and maybe don't do this, like I think even that kind of energy, it makes that, because it makes you just think that the landlord doesn't trust you.
The issue actually is that we never met any of these landlords.
Yeah.
So a lot of these are done through comms, through the estate agent. Now, as a top tip is, if you are going through estate agents and just see how the landlord moves, I guess, like, or try and get a vibe and maybe try and meet them, because I think usually it depends. If you're close with your estate agent, we were actually really close with
ours that ended up placing us here, but I think and because we were close with her, it was very easy to just have frank and open and honest conversations about, I mean, I guess it's the same with if you were buying a house, even your estate agent, if you are working with someone and you're close with them, they will tell you frankly, you know, whether an offer is likely to be accepted, how quickly you can move in, how accommodating they're going to be. I think you've just got to be careful. Because it's such a big commitment. I think it doesn't matter whether obviously it's such a bigger commitment if you're buying, but I think like even with renting, moving it's a big job to move your things you know, sure. So I think it's really, so that was that one. And honestly, do you know what? Then we did see one, and it was very old, and it was very old and charming.
But it had like a charm to it.
Just needed a bit of things doing to it.
I think it was the main thing from that one was just the bathroom. They needed to put a new bathroom in. And then basically the guy agreed to do a bathroom change. So we were like, cool. So we submitted a formal offer, and then he came back and he was like, I want a 6-month break clause because I'm going to sell it after 6 months.
Yeah.
And so we were just
thinking, well, at that point,
well, what's the point then? Do you know what I mean? It's like you've just wasted all of our time. And to be honest, that it was just a lot of this. Like it was a lot of. Like there was a lot of places we found, and it was a lot of back and forths, and nothing really landed. And the thing is, this actual apartment we had seen early on, and we'd kind of said no.
We said no because of location, because we thought it was going to be far from
my mum and
far from your parents.
So we were like
further than we thought that we would go. So we initially actually said no just because of distance. But in the end. Yeah, because I remember actually when we saw this, and we did love it. I think that's all we'd said was, oh, it might be a bit far, but actually, you know, we ended up coming back to it. I feel like it's one of those things where, you know, you go
it was meant for us.
You know when you go, but you know, like when you go shopping and you see, like you're looking for a top or something, and then the first one you see is always the one you go back and buy. Like after seeing 5, 6 in the middle, that's kind of what it felt like, because I just thought... It's really funny because my dad would have said, just buy the first top you like it, why are we going around? So that is literally like something my dad would definitely say. But yeah, now we're in, settled-ish, I think. We're still like getting our heads into like do a bit of interior stuff. But I think like it's really exciting having your own place. I actually feel like a bit of pressure to like make it look nice now.
No, 100%.
Now that we've been
100%. I think even now, like the thing is, when we came in, the main thing we need to sort out was a sofa. And it took us a month. We got that sorted, and then we've just kind of like not sorted anything else out because we need to get a rug. We need to get like a coffee table.
We wanted to get a bookshelf. We need to get
like all of our books are still. At my mum and dad's, so we need to get some bookshelves in. We've got like a lot of high ceilings and a lot of like plain walls, so we want to put some like frames up and stuff. And the thing is, what's really cool is we've been to like, so when we went to Vienna, we got a really, really cool you can get, obviously, you know, when you go to these museums, they sell usually the paintings as like a poster. So we got like this Monet poster of one of his famous paintings.
I think it was the water lilies, right?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure. But we've got that, so we want to put that in a frame, hang that up, and then we went to Barcelona, went to Moco Museum, and there was a lot of really cool Banksy artwork there. And we've got it's the one with the little girl and the balloon. That's quite famous, so we've got a poster of that, so we want to get that framed. When I ran the marathon, we went to the Nike pop-up.
And they were giving out their signs.
They were giving out signs, and you can get them customized
with your name.
So we've got that, and we've actually like really looked after it as well. So it's like in pristine condition. So we want to get that into a frame as well. And like we've just got.
But just bits. But do you know what it is like during the summer? During the summer, you're out so much. I think right now we're actually not spending that much time in the flat, and I think like when we actually hosted the coffee morning, the only thing that I was just so adamant about was we basically didn't have a TV table, guys, and our TV was just on the floor.
Me. I said it. I was like, that's why I was like, oh my god. Okay, so basically, I said to Summer, right, because the TV was just on the floor. I said we cannot have any guests here until we have a TV. While the TV is on the floor. We can't do that. No, that's so ghetto. We can't do it. And then basically the week leading up to the to the thing, because I found the TV table, I knew which one I was getting, and then the week leading up to this coffee morning, someone was like, you need to go and buy a TV table, you need to buy it, you need to just go pick it up, like, come on. And I was like,
and Hassan was really like, he was like, why are you in a rush?
Like, we'll get it sorted.
No one's coming over. Like, don't worry. And I was just like,
it was more of a case. It was more of a case of like, it was a busy period, right? Because it was like, it was a busy period. We were busy with work, and then it was just, you know what? It was one day, I had to go like travel far out from work, so I wasn't in the city. I was outside of London, and then on the way back in, I was driving. I knew I was going to go past the IKEA, so I was like, you know what? I just like, before I left work, I checked. I was like, okay, it's got it in stock. Cool. Just drove down, picked it up, brought it here, and got it done. And I was like, here you go, it's done. Put it together. And then we put the TV on there and everything. And then on the weekend, and then everyone was there, and I was like, oh, so that's why you wanted me to get the TV table. But
suss me out there.
But it's been fun. It has been. Like,
it's been fun. It's so fun to look at things and like get your Pinterest board out and like start looking at. You know, there's so many TikToks on like places to get stuff from. And I mean, one thing that I was going to say was there's a girl actually who managed to get all of her furniture for her new house from China.
Yeah, guys, this is like ridiculous.
This is like an insane thing. Like, I think she just managed to get literally everything custom made, really good quality.
It's not even custom made. What she's done is she's basically taken images of
exactly what she
wants and is looking for, and like some of these things are like, you know, like chairs which are costing £200 a pop. Like a dining room chair is £200 each, right? And you need 6, and then she's gone over there and got them for like 20 quid each.
Yeah, it's crazy,
right?
It's
And
crazy.
I think the biggest thing is the final comparison. I think it would have cost like £21,000 or something like that if she had bought everything from here, and
it was like
there,
a quarter.
It was like £3,000.
Yeah, I think
it was so.
It wasn't. I don't think the final figure was that. I think it should have been like. I don't know. I'm not going to be able to find it now. So.
It was something like £3,000.
It was literally like a fraction of the price, and she'd got everything like custom measurements. I think she'd got her bedding like monogrammed, hotel style pillows. Huge mattress, huge bed.
You're looking at everything,
and everything looks so pristine and so nice.
But she done everything from like the rugs to the coffee tables to side tables to dining room tables,
dishes,
dining room
silverware,
chairs,
everything.
all of the crockery, forks, knife forks, all of the utensils, absolutely anything you needed for the house, she done it. And it was. I mean,
she really did her research.
It was around 20. It was around 20 grand. Was what I remember that it was definitely 20 grand, and I don't think it was more than 5k.
Okay.
I don't think it was more than 5k. It was genuinely like she smashed it.
I mean, one thing that I do love is she documented literally the whole thing, guys, and yeah, I don't know. I promise you, even if you. But just
would you do that? But I want to know. I actually want to know this, right? Would you guys do it? Right?
I mean, she had to whip out the Google Translate, and she had to go to the wholesalers.
Would you do it? Because it's all like, because the thing is, for me,
it's not as convenient as
But for me, the effort is worth it.
It's
because
worth
also
it.
with
you get exactly what you're looking for.
It's not even that. It's because the thing is, this furniture, like for example, if you buy a sofa, realistically, that's in your house for 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the work that you're putting in is something like even plates you have for more than 10 years, like 20 years you can have, like, you know, people keep their plates and stuff like that. You don't change your plates that often, right? So I think for the absolute how long you're going to keep these items, I think it's definitely worth the effort.
I think it's worth the effort to get exactly what you're looking
for. I also do know someone personally who's actually gone to
was it Turkey? Yeah. Do you know, the thing is, I think with one thing that I would say with furniture is sometimes you'll look, and what you want is either completely out of your budget, or it's then what you kind of find is kind of it, not exactly.
But would you do it?
I think if you were furnishing your house,
would you guys?
And you knew that all you needed was one flight and a week, because I think she was there for a week.
Yeah. Would you do it? Would you fly over to China
or anywhere?
Or Turkey, or wherever you want to do it, wherever you want to go, and you'd spend a week to furnish it all, and those are the kind of savings you're making. So let's say your pay is 25% of whatever your total is. Would you guys do it? I want to know. Let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Because that is something.
It's just so interesting.
I think I would. I genuinely think I would.
It's so interesting, yeah.
If I had I think, because sometimes as well, what can be a hindrance to something like that is capital. You need to have the dough to buy all of it at once. Whereas sometimes when you're furnishing a house,
you can only do it at a time.
People do it usually room by room or stuff like that. So in this sense,
there are a couple of things. I mean, also you've got to get it shipped back.
If you have the dough, you're gonna do it.
No, yeah, of course you would, yeah.
Right? If you have the money, you're gonna do it. You're never gonna not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was something that's quite interesting.
I think just on the concept, I think without thinking about, you'd have to pay for it all at once, I think I just want to know, like, would people do it, or are you sticking to home turf?
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
I think we're going to finish the episode by just talking about 2 things we've watched recently.
Yeah.
And they kind of relate to each other.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't something that's new and that's already been out there. Like, these have been out for a while. The first one was Coach Carter. Fantastic movie. Believe it or not, my first time watching it, which is actually criminal.
Yeah, which is why we actually watched it, because I watched it a while ago.
Yeah, it's actually criminal because it's not a new movie. It's very old. It's been out for years.
But then we've had it on our watch list for ages.
But
I think we've been saying this for ages that we wanted to watch it.
You know, speaking of obviously furniture, one thing me and Summer have spoke about having is the leaderboard.
Oh, yeah.
So we want to try and get an old school kind of leaderboard somewhere in the flat, and then basically we want to put all of the movies, maybe even if we've watched them, we want to rewatch them and give them a rating. Plus, obviously, there are some classics Summer hasn't watched. There's obviously Coach Carter is a classic. I've not watched it. This is my first time, so we want to give it a score and put it up there. But
if you were gonna rate Coach Carter, then what would you rate? What would you rate it?
Probably about a 7.
Oh, out of 5 stars.
7 out of 10. I don't like doing 5 stars.
Okay, well that's how you.
It's about 7 out of 10. A 7 out of 10 is about 3.5.
3.5. Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3.5 out of 5.
It is a good film. It's
a really no. It's a really good film.
It's not even
10 is a good rating.
Yeah.
It's above average.
Yeah.
It's above average. I don't think it was something wow, oh my god. It was a really, really good movie.
It's fun to watch. It's funny.
Do you know what? I love the message. I like the message. I love the message behind it.
It's crazy as well that it's a true story. I think that's what got me. Was that it's a true story.
Yes. But I like it is the fact that, he wanted to invoke change, and he was determined to do it.
By any means possible.
And do you know what my favourite part was actually? Is when he gets booted out by the school board, or they say that they overrule his decision to
stop the players from playing. Yeah.
And all the players turned around and said, "Nah,
we're not going to play until our grades are up." Yeah.
Yeah, that for me, I was like, yeah, that was sick. And the fact that again, that was something that
the fact that it's happened in real life, I think it's so interesting, because also there's just so much with sport in America and how linked grades are to playing. I mean, definitely when you get to college level, because these kids weren't college level, they were in high school, right?
I think it's so good though. It's so good.
And they don't let the players play until they've got their grades up. And I think it's so good because, I mean, to be honest, if you're there on a sports scholarship already, it makes so much sense, because you've been given that scholarship because you're incredible at sports, right? But then you're getting that college standard of education. It's the deal is.
The thing is, it's not even that.
You should have your grades up.
Your grades don't even need to be mad high.
That you just need to be passing your classes, right?
You just need to be passing your classes, need to be, and it's good. And I think
an A-star
that's
student.
What's different in America to here. Over here, you can play sport, and if you're really good at sport, you can focus all on sport, and there's no sort of.
But they don't really do scholarships here, in that.
No, it's not.
It doesn't.
Well, no,
you get grants and bursaries, but
scholarships are definitely. Hold on. Firstly, scholarships are definitely a thing. Private schools 100% offer scholarships to students who are extremely
good at sport,
well versed at sport. And because they want them there.
No, yeah,
that's
course.
one. Also, not only that is that you can get from, I think, once you pass 8 years old in football, you can get a contract to go and play at academies.
What's your 8?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that young.
Yeah. I believe that's when it starts. That's
I thought it was 13. It's like, because...
Nah. It's
wow.
8. 'Cause you get, yeah. Because that's why Lewis Skelly for Arsenal. Yeah, he joined Arsenal's academy at like 8 or 9 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Didn't know that.
I'm almost certain it is 8. They have to turn 8, then they're allowed to have a contract. There are, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I do believe that some players who are like 5, 6, if they're looking sick, they do get approached by clubs for pre-contract agreements.
Imagine being 6 years old.
That's something, again, I'm not 100% sure.
Your friends are asking you what you're doing this weekend, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm meeting a scout. They come just meet.
It's not that though. It's like, obviously, if the kids.
Well, obviously, they'd go and watch them play, wouldn't they?
So anyway, the scholarships and stuff, there are a lot on the line, but here there's no
link between where your grades are at and whether or not you're going to keep or lose that scholarship. And I think,
but there are some players who are like they're focused on their studies.
No, of course.
And I'm trying to think now, because there's one player.
But do you think that's down to coaching, partly coaching down to parenting? Because it could be your coach saying to you, look, you still need to do well.
I don't think it's coaching. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it's coaching. I think it's parenting. I don't think so. Coaches are not there trying to tell you to stay in school. They're trying to say,
not every coach is.
You need to practice your free kick. You need to practice your free kicks. That's what they're saying.
Get it in top bins.
But over here, basically over here, there's definitely no relation between studies and sport. Yeah. There was someone, I believe, I think he's a German footballer. I can't remember his name now, but I remember reading it somewhere. He was someone who put off his development in football. Vincent Kompany. I'm pretty sure it's him.
Oh, really?
He's Belgian, not German. But I'm pretty sure it was him. And basically, he had an opportunity.
He delayed his own.
Yeah,
stuff
so
for his
studies. He wanted to finish his degree.
Oh wow! Oh,
I'm
cool.
pretty sure that's what it was. He was doing football, whatever, and then I think there was a move or there was something going on, and then he was like, nah, I want to stay here because I want to finish my studies, and then I can move on and do that, basically. And because I think he was really young, obviously, at the time.
Yeah.
He'd done whatever he needed to do. Then he went back, and then obviously he smashed it, and then he moved to Man City, and then the rest is history. But I'm pretty sure it's Vincent Kompany. Again, if I am wrong, please don't kill me. Like, there is definitely. I know for a fact there's definitely a player.
Someone. The thing is, I think just definitely like the younger they are, I think the more important it is. Like if you're 8, 10, but yeah, when you're getting to high school.
I'm gonna check if it's nothing.
I think it just depends. Like if you are young, then I just think it is really important for you to be staying in school. Stay in school, kids. But yeah, I think
But yeah,
so yeah, that's Coach Carter.
But honestly, the movie was really, really good, which we've said like enough times now.
A couple of famous faces in there as well.
Yeah, do you know what? It's crazy. Channing Tatum is so young. It's mad to see him in that because that's before Step Up as well.
Yeah. And Step Up's like obviously
that's crazy to see him in there.
It's like that Step Up was like his jumpstart of his career. I feel like. Yeah, I mean, it's when he was the most known, I guess, but yeah, so that's Coach Carter. And then actually, guys, while he's finding out about Vincent Kompany, the other thing that we actually watched was, so I watched this when it first came out, and I want to say it was COVID, actually, I think, when it came out, but it was The Last Dance, so the docuseries that followed Chicago Bulls in their, I can't remember, their last season with Phil Jackson as a coach, and basically the team as they knew it, kind of thing, because after that the team was like dismantled. But yeah, I remember I watched it at the time during COVID and I just loved it. I don't know what it is about me with sports and documentaries. Have you found it?
No.
Okay, I don't know what it is about me with sports documentaries, but I just find it so interesting just going behind the scenes and actually finding out what's going on, just because there's so much that you don't get to see. And I think during that time period, definitely in the 90s, the footage that they have in that docu-series is crazy.
Yeah, this was actually something. The
access that they gave the film crews and how long they probably sat on it to then basically then later on then give it to Netflix, because Netflix was not around in the 90s. So
no, it's not about Netflix, but again,
but then to have it, because Netflix would have helped to film the rest of it, right?
No. So what it was, it's similar to that Kanye documentary.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
What it is that basically, essentially, if you think about it, all the game tapes are there, right? Because they're all televised. So getting the game footage is fine. And basically what it was, there would have been camera crews that would film, because you got media was still a thing over there, right? So they've got media in the back, and basically the Bulls would have had their own media teams that would have just recorded stuff.
Yeah.
And then they've had all those tapes, and then what it is now MJ,
then
everyone, they've all come
together.
through to do a doc, and then what they've probably done is they've gone through the seasons, and then they've gone, here's all the tapes for this season, here's all the tapes for this season, and then they've just gone through and obviously got it. But it is still crazy. It is still it's mental to see
cool.
all of the footage and stuff like that.
And see like all their personalities and like what they were like in the team, and like who they were like, because you can see in the team.
I feel like you can see their personalities now, right? When they're sitting and they're talking, like when MJ is sitting there and he's like, yeah, I took that personally or whatever, like the famous line. And so when you seeing him say this, or when you seeing him just say like he's now this big grown old, well, he doesn't even look old, but that big grown man, like retired or whatever, and he's still sitting there, and basically I think there's a part where then he watches tapes of the other players even now they're all retired, whatever, saying how hard it was to be around him because he was so competitive,
and also
he was
he wanted everyone else to be as good as he was. He really wanted to squeeze the best out of people.
No, but you can see him kind of get upset by it, and he's sitting there and said, you know what, I never made them do anything that I couldn't do, and you can see that personality is very much still there. And then you see the clips of the younger him, and he's just cussing someone for being rubbish, and it's just so funny.
It's so funny.
It's so
but I think it's so cool. I think even seeing Michael and Scottie Pippen, and then seeing Dennis Rodman, and I don't know, all the big Bulls players, who they were. I think Phil Jackson as well as a coach was just so interesting, because I think he just himself had his own way of coaching, which is so different to anyone else, I think, in the NBA at the time. And I think that's why the team worked, definitely, because they all said they'd have one last dance, and then after that the team was never the same. But so interesting.
It's
so
mad.
Fun.
It's mad because I can't think of.
Such a cool watch.
It's funny because I can't think of a Bulls team since then that's been
done
good.
as well. Yeah,
that's been anywhere.
And they really just genuinely, it was like a golden era. But Michael Jordan at his peak was just.
I'm not gonna lie. So there's a big, there's a huge debate about LeBron or Michael. Michael, hands down. I'm sorry.
He's just insane.
And also the thing is, the thing is Michael's never lost a final.
Well,
he's never lost a final, which is I think that's a ridiculous stat. To never lose a final in basketball is mental. But it's just, and also the attitude that he had. And don't get me wrong, LeBron definitely has a bit of aura about him, and he's definitely the guy.
No, he definitely has.
How can Michael Jordan? This is what I thought was so rude. In one of this is when he was coming up, right? So they were still not. I don't even think they won the championships or whatever this season. But he was coming up, and they were still saying that they're not good and Michael's questionable and blah blah blah. And it was it was obviously in basketball in America, when they do knockouts, they do it's 7 games, it's best of 7 games. So basically they were the pundits, right? So the guys who commentate or whatever on the game, they were one of them was they're gonna crash out after game 2 or whatever, they're gonna be written off, they would have lost 2 games in a row, blah blah blah. And then the second guy was nah, maybe you'll get to game 3 or 4, and then the next guy was game 5. And then basically it got to game 5, and he's gone up to the pundits and he said
on the bench,
and he goes, he's that are standing courtside or whatever, and he's gone up to them and he said, I dealt with you first, now I've dealt with you, and today I'm dealing with you. And it's just so mad. And then I think he went on and he won as well, so he backed it up, and it's just it's that kind of stuff is crazy. And the thing is, I don't know. You don't always get it with football. There are a few moments in football you get, but I feel like he on his own has had enough to like even.
Yeah,
you know, he's got so many of those kind of moments where he's literally like.
He's just giving it back to people, and 100%. I think definitely just because I feel like you kind of see that side to him, like where like because I feel like all I've ever known him as is like this huge megastar. And I think definitely like when we were like by the time because when we were growing up he was, and like now he is just this huge megastar, a legend. He already was that, I think, whereas like I think seeing him and how he would use like one comment that someone has made to just drive him, and he just says like, oh, it just piss him off, and then the whole of the rest of the game,
what the mad thing
he would just hammer the other team, or he'd even, I think there was one time he made something up in his head that another player on the opposing team had said, and he used that to drive him through the game. And turns out at the end, in the clip after the game, he's saying, "Oh yeah, he never said that," and he'd kind of taken it as someone making fun of him. He's just honestly, hilarious.
He is just literally different gravy, and it was honestly. So like, I know this doc's been out for like a very long time. But I've never watched it. And honestly, do you know when I actually first tried to watch it, I genuinely just thought it was a bit too slow. But Summer was like, look, I've watched it. It's so good. Just give it a chance. Let's see how it goes. And honestly, we got, once you're in, and you've got to give it a chance to sort of build, but then you get sucked into the whole story and you're kind of like, okay, wait, what is going on? Like, how does it go? Because what they do as well is they cut back and forward. So it's all focused on that last year, which is
they
why,
cut back and forward to when.
But then they cut to like the start of his career, and it's moving up towards it. So again, the way they done it was quite good, because you're like, you see something that's happened in the Last Dance year, but then you're like, but then they go back to like where he's building.
Oh right, okay.
And then they leave that on a cliffhanger and send you on that side. So the way they do it is quite cool.
Really clever.
Like it was, and it was just good, and you just think, man,
incredible, really cool,
absolutely insane,
really cool footage. And like what a way to tell the story, I think. Like defo. But yeah, we've been in our basketball vibe. Maybe we're our basketball bag. Maybe we're getting ready for the London Lions season.
Well, yeah. Well, we went to 2 games last year and we really enjoyed it.
And
this year, I said to Summer, I was like, this year we're going courtside. We need to go
courtside, baby.
We gotta go courtside.
But yeah, we've been and we've actually like really enjoyed it. I think it's been such a vibe. I think like we went to 2 different games. Like I think one like halfway through the season, one like quite near the end. Actually,
I think so.
Like,
yeah,
it wasn't.
But you know what? I don't think they won the whole thing. You know, because I know this is quite bad, but we didn't obviously keep track on the league and how it worked. I think Leicester won it. Which I was like,
Leicester Riders, didn't you say that they are good?
No, they are. Well, it's always between Leicester Riders and London Lions, but London Lions are usually clear of Leicester Riders. So I don't actually know what happened in that. But yeah, it honestly, that going to watch it was good. NBA game is still on my bucket list to go and watch. That honestly would be so sick to watch an NBA game live. But yeah, we've been in it. Also,
been in our basketball
I
bag.
did check it. Basically, the story with Company was basically he played for Anderlecht. He was with Anderlecht. He was studying at the same time.
Okay.
He got an opportunity to move and play somewhere else.
Right.
And it was a bigger club. I can't remember who it was. He rejected the move so he could finish off his studies. Then when he finished his studies, that's then when he moved.
Okay, fine.
And then he actually studied in Manchester as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Manchester.
Oh, wow,
Uni.
I never knew that.
So he's someone who's like really big on learning. There are other players. You won't know this guy, but his name's Per Mertesacker, plays for Arsenal. He's another guy that's like very, very like likes to learn and stuff like that. So there are a few players, but again, it's off their own back.
It just depends. Yeah. Do you know the thing is? I think it just depends if you're that kind of person. I definitely think like, I don't know. Continuous learning is not for everyone.
We're saying this like all of like American athletes are like whizzes. It's not even that.
No, they're not. I just think I think basically like in their teens, if they're somewhere that's on a scholarship, like by all means, like push them to to continue their education. Like, if nothing else, it's just the fact that then
I just think it's mad. Like,
commit
even
to something
the
else other than your sport. Like,
no, but I think it's I don't know. There is an element obviously which is good. I mean, I know they're not getting the best of the best grades, but I think it is good that a university does kind of come through and say, well,
holds you to account.
It's like, no, it's not even that. It's like like they're gonna obviously get a scholarship to go and play for like a really sick college, but they're turning around and said, well, we're not going to offer it you if you don't have the bare minimum when it comes to grades.
Yeah.
And do you know what I mean? And obviously these kind of, like, even at college level, it's life changing for these people, so they have to do it. Yeah, it is a good incentive. Maybe it is something that could be looked at over here, but I don't know.
But yeah, okay, I think that wraps it up.
Defo.
We've been yapping, like literally. I think this has been a long episode, guys. So if you guys are still here and you stayed to the end, love for the love as always.
100%.
We'll be back next Sunday. We've got a really cool week actually coming up. Really exciting.
Really busy week, so it should be
really
good.
busy week. And yeah, thank you so much for listening. We are going to keep doing the Am I the A-hole thread, but guys, we will put our email in the description of our YouTube.
Yeah,
so if you ever want to send anything
send some dilemmas, let us know.
Send in like topics if you want us to talk about anything specific, if there's something going on in your life, if there's something going on in someone else's life, you want to chat to us about anything like that's mad or crazy or fun that you've seen. Yeah, just let us know. And yeah, we'll see you next week.
Defo. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye guys. Bye.